There's the other movement, the get off my lawn movement, right? You know that crowd. Those are the angry white Americans who didn't even know what to be really angry about until their leader came along and showed them that they just needed to hate all kinds of shit because whatever they feel, whatever they fail at, for example, the fact that they can't get a job or that they're drinking too much beer or that their son is doing crack, whose fault is that? Who's to blame? Well, of course, it's the Mexicans' fault. The quote, blacks as well. Throw in some Jews, the Muslims, the liberals, and of course, as Rush will tell you, women.
This is what we have done to boys and men. The feminists, the feminazis have been working for years to this end. Advance women by diminishing men.
Damn those feminazis. Wow. God bless him. May he rest in peace. In fact, Limbaugh showed there was no such thing as nothing you wouldn't say to be able to make money. Making money by making white Anglo-Europeans angry. He started a cottage industry filled with now copycats. In fact, here's a sampling of his followers.
Yeah, you're not surprised. It's always the same people, isn't it? Those white Republican men.
Liberal ideology had become a liberal theology.
I have a message for those guys. All lives matter.
The vast majority of our population growth is solely people coming here from foreign countries. And as you mentioned, you cannot have social cohesion that way.
Yes, and by foreign countries, by the way, let's not kid ourselves, okay? We know what he's talking about. You know what they mean. Mexicans and other Latinos. That's what he means by foreign countries. And he's not talking about the people who are coming. He wants the people who are already here, who maybe have been here for the last 600 years, to get the hell out. Because we don't like those Sanchez's and them Rodriguez's, you know. We don't want you here. We don't like your kind, says Baldy. Because that, by the way, is their sweet spot. Do you think they give a shit about the Canadian border? No, they only point to one border over and over and over again. Now, is that healthy? No. Are they taking advantage of people, misinforming them, exploiting them? Yes, and of course. But for their followers, the guys looking for red meat, it doesn't matter. As long as they feel their fears filled, by the way, key word there, fears, and that they're being addressed, that's all they want. And there's a lot of money to be made in this cottage industry. I mean, that's the cat's meow right there.
Latinos, we come in every size, shape, and color. You know, we're easy to blend in with America. There's a lot of people. How many times did people look at me and go, you know, they'll say something derogatory about a Mexican and go, whoa, wait a minute, I'm Mexican. Oh, it turns into this. Well, you're not one of those Mexicans.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, it's like actually, I am one of those Mexicans. My father was a sheet metal worker. He went to Vietnam for overtime. That's the kind of Mexican work ethic he had. Right. My mother was a waitress. I go, we come from very ordinary people that happen to do extraordinary things. Yeah. And that's the way you have to kind of look at it, is say, celebrate yourself. You know, I tell Latinos that, I go, I have one very simple rule. I will not attack a Latino publicly, even if I disagree. And believe me, there's plenty of Latinos I disagree with, because I look at it and I say the greater good is to spark dialogue between us all. We're much stronger together than apart.
You know, that's a really great conversation we just had with Rick. And this is important, these conversations, because these are Latino realities, and we're going to be the only ones doing that right here on Agua Media. This is Rick Sanchez News. You could look for us as a podcast by just clicking right down there where it says watch more, and we'll take you to a place where you could choose where you want to watch it. Maybe you want to choose Spotify, maybe you want to choose Apple, or maybe wherever you get your podcasts. And of course, if you're watching us on YouTube, then please, por favor, we need you. Subscribe. Dale.
Agua.